we go to the regional allocation for agriculture. Very important. Mindanao is said to be the breadbasket of our country, and it thrives on agriculture. Now, if you can see here, the allocation of agriculture in Mindanao from 2025, it was 14.3, still small, but this 2026, it's smaller. In your presentation, the budget for Mindanao and the Visayas, and I'd like to read from your report, that Mindanao, comprising 6 regions, will only receive the measly amount percentage of 15.4. 15.4. I have here the Congressional Policy and Budget Research Department, which shows that in the past, Mindanao was at least getting, in 2022, 16.6%. Before that, during the 15th Congress, we reached 17. Now, we're down again to only a share of percent of 15.4. Mindanao has a population of 26 million Mindanaonons, and that is exactly 22.3% of the December figure of the Philippine population of 116 million. And secondly, Mindanao contributes to our GDP at the tune of about 18 to 19%. So maybe we know why Mindanao is getting smaller in terms of the budget. So this is what we have now. May we ask Secretary Pangandaman, who hails from Mindanao?
Madam Chair, first, I would like to maybe note that in prior years po, we don't have the Bangsamoro Organic Law. So some of the projects po that should be given to the five provinces, six provinces po, is not included in the total national budget because we have provided a sum of money to the Bangsamoro region as provided for under the Bangsamoro Organic Law.
Madam Chair, I'd like to correct the Secretary. In 2022, here are the figures. In 2022, BARM already received 2.7 billion, and we are 16.6. In other words, this particular budget, even the previous years, already not BARM, but the autonomous region for Muslim Mindanao. So, but the point is that, Madam Chair, this is a decreasing trend. And I'd like to read the report of our Secretary of our Department of Economy, Planning and Development. It says here, their main finding is that economic growth remains mega Manila-centric, highlighting the need for greater, recommendation of Secretary Balisacan, for greater spatial diversification of our growth engines to enhance regional inclusion. But we are excluded. Another statement of the report of our good Secretary of the Economy is this. It says here, for the future, we should maintain robust macroeconomic fundamentals and diversify growth diverse. And in this subsection of his report, it says, strengthen resilience by diversifying sectoral growth drivers and supporting regional growth engines. What happens to this recommendation of the Secretary? Because really, 15.4, and why? Here it is. The reason why we only have 15% and our poorer friends from the Visayas is only receiving 11.1. Can you imagine that? The Visayas gets only 11.1. We get 15.4. And the reason for that is here in the report of the Honorable Secretary. Because nationwide is 25%, that's all right. But then central office gets 10%, 10.2. Why will the central office, reserve 10%? This will be the pork barrel of the cabinet members. It should be pushed already to the regions. and improve the region, especially Mindanao and the Visayas. We are not going against Luzon. Luzon, Madam Chair, gets 24%. Mindanao gets 15%. Luzon, excluding NCR. NCR gets 13.3%. We will not complain about that. But we will ask that we improve the figures and the percentage of Mindanao by having the central office give that to the regions where the projects are needed.
Madam Chair, that's true. I agree po with our congressman Congressman Rodriguez. Some of the projects and programs within the 2026 budget are lodged under the nationwide and central office of each of the departments. For example, the foreign assisted projects, there are some that are really for sa po yung 5 minutes ko. Hindi, joke lang. Some projects that are foreign assisted in nature are actually in the centralized and nationwide, are lodged in the nationwide and central offices of each department. This is also true for projects like For Peace, AICS, and other social protection program. I know that some of the school building programs and even the materials for our DepEd schools are also lodged under the central office. Maybe moving forward, Madam Chair, we can actually show a presentation where will this budget, the allocation for Mindanao will go. But we will have to ask the department secretaries when they implement such projects, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Secretary. So in the Committee of Appropriations, we'll probably call the cabinet members how they can push the percentages to the regions, Visayas and Mindanao. Last point, Madam Chair. Oh, now we go to the regional allocation for agriculture. Very important. Mindanao is said to be the breadbasket of our country, and it thrives on agriculture. Now, if you can see here, the allocation of agriculture in Mindanao from 2025, it was 14.3, still small, but this 2026, it's smaller. It's now 12.2. Can you imagine? Instead of increasing the percentage of Mindanao in agriculture, 14.3 this year, it now becomes 12.2. What is the explanation of the DBM and the DBCC, the Development Budget Coordination Council Committee, on the reduction of Mindanao? Why reduce Mindanao when we are the breadbasket providing 40% of all the food in the country? So bakit? So we will know now the answer.
Madam Chair, just two points. On that
If I
question.
may, Secretary Pangandaman, Representative Rodriguez, the time is up, so this would be your last question.
I
Representative,
agree. I always follow the chair.
thank you
So
very
my
much,
last
Representative
question,
Rodriguez.
and please explain, because what I see here is that the central office gets 45.9. The central office gets 42%, 0.9. Mindanao only gets 12. Visayas gets 9%. Visayas 9%. And then Luzon is 25.9%. And NCR, I cannot see the agriculture in NCR, 9.9%. You see? So those are the things that we in Mindanao would like to know. Thank you, Madam Chair. I end there. And, you know, we always would respect our secretary. And there will be probably means to be able to correct this. After all, Congress will decide on this NEP. And that is why the congressmen are here, especially from Visayas and Mindanao. Let us ask for a better deal for Visayas and Mindanao. Thank you, Madam Chair. Let's get the answer of the Honorable Secretary Amina.
Madam Chair, again, if I may, the nature of the programs and projects under the Department of Agriculture is that most of its programs and projects are actually lodged under the central office. And then we will only be able to see the recipients once they implement the project. Maybe when the Department of Agriculture is already here during their budget deliberation. They can actually explain or unbundle the said programs and projects, and then show which ones will go to the Mindanao. And then second, Madam Chair, there's a big foreign assisted project under the Department of Agriculture that has already ended. This is the PRDP. These are the support services that the World Bank provided the Department of Agriculture. I know that most of the beneficiaries under that foreign assisted program are actually given to Mindanao, Madam Chair.
Thank you,
Mr. Chair.
Secretary. Thank you, Madam Chair.